How long's she stopping?
Don't know. Till she sorts herself out, I suppose.
Well, I hope it's soon, because I don't fancy keeping on the floor for much longer. And Zach don't like me in the house.
It suits me. Gives you time to get a cure for your snoring. Then when you get back, I'll get a decent night's sleep. Not much of a view, is it?
A lot more peaceful than the post office is right now.
Oh, what are you going to do, Kel?
I don't know. I wish I'd never gone with Biff. I wish I'd never got pregnant.
Yeah, and I wish I'd won the lottery last week, but I didn't. So I've just got to go on with my life as it is. Just like you.
You're a good mate, Mandy. The best. I thought I had it all worked out. And you told me I was playing with fire, but I wouldn't listen.
Oh, don't start crying over spilled milk.
Tell me what to do, Mandy.
I can't. Look, you can stay here as long as you want, right? And I'll look after you. But it's your baby, Kelly. And no one can make that decision but you.
They think they're untouchable, the Tates. They don't care who they hurt because they've got a big wad of money. And they reckon that solves everything. But not this time. I'm going to get him.
If your brain was half as big as your mouth, you would try to sort this mess out. Not plan vengeance on a bloke already in a wheelchair.
We can't let him get away with what he's done to Kelly.
It takes two, Vic. Just like it did with Tom and Biff and anyone else we don't even know about.
Yeah, we'll trust you to blame her just when she needs us most.
It's not her I blame, it's you. You've turned her into a willful, spoilt little brat, and now she's gone and got herself pregnant. And we have got to try and do something.
Let me handle it, Viv. You'll just drive her away again.
Hello, love. I thought you'd have a little lie-in. No need to get up early. It's half term.
I thought you'd want me to work in the shop.
Oh, there's no need, love. We're not that busy.
So one of you can try and get Kelly back. I know what's going on.
I told you to stay out of it.
I couldn't if I wanted to. You were all shouting so loud last night, I should think half the village knows by now.
Yeah, and Betty's going to have a field day when she finds out.
I don't care about that. I just want you to get her back.
Are you going to be in this mood all day?
Who says I'm in a mood?
You've been stomping around since first light.
Well, you can't blame me if there's an atmosphere, not after last night.
I've tried to explain how I feel.
Well, that's just words. Being a proper wife needs more.
Look, I'm sorry, Jack. You're just going to have to give me more time.
Well, what's the point? You never give me a chance.
I want to, but it's hard. If you really cared, you'd try to understand that.
You see? Even when it's your fault, you make out I'm to blame.
This isn't about blame, Jack. If we want to make this marriage work, we've both got to keep trying harder.
I've got to be understanding about your feelings, but you don't have to think of mine. I've made one mistake. You're never going to let me forget it.
Look, if you two need to talk, I'll go and start in the top field, eh?
Seems to me we've got nothing else to say.
Oh, sorry to bother you, Mr. Tate. There's no rosters up. You don't know what time Kelly's getting in, do you?
I'm not sure. She wasn't very well yesterday.
Wow, what's up with her?
Look, I've got a lot on my mind. I don't have time for 20 questions now. Just get on with your work.
Well, that's half the trouble, innit? If there's no rosters up, I don't know what I'm doing first.
Going to the labour exchange if you don't stop wasting my time.
Look, I can hardly ask Kim. She's away on business. Steve's never here these
So
days.
use your initiative! Those are the outstanding repairs at the holiday village. That's a list of the suppliers that need chasing up. Now, I'm going out. I'll expect a full progress report when I get back.
Butch said he'd look after her.
And you're happy with that?
I'm grateful it's all sorted out. We've more important things to worry about. That'll be Mr. Hardcastle and the school volunteers.
Right. Well, I'm just off to the surgery. I'll let them in.
Right.
I hope you're not volunteering just to get out of school.
Me? Keen as mustard,
Hello.
Dad.
Hi. Go right in. Morning. I brought the volunteers.
Where's Mr. Hardcastle?
He slipped a disc, demonstrating a backwards somersault to 9B. So I'm the school representative today.
Right. Well, I'm grateful to you for volunteering. But I warn you, it's going to be tough. The kids you'll be working with have come to us via the probation service.
Hey, that could be handy. If we haven't got enough equipment, we can get them to nick us some.
This isn't a joke, Will. It's about teaching them what can be achieved through hard graft and teamwork. I'll be running through the programme this morning, so if any of you want to back out, now's the time to do it.
Now, I've made a start. You can finish this lot off.
But I want to do my reading practice.
What for? Books won't keep the fires burning. That Kathy's muddling your head with all this nonsense.
She's good to me. If you cared, you'd have taught me yourself instead of always treating me bad.
Look, I know she's a bit upset, so I thought I'd give her a lift into work.
I don't think she's planning on going home farm today.
But she's got to. We need to talk.
About work?
Just tell her I'm here.
Okay. It's her decision if she wants to see you. Wait here.
What are you doing here? Rent's not due yet.
I've come to see Kelly.
I hope you're not looking for a bed for the night, too. I've already got a house full.
No, I wouldn't stay in this dump if it was the last place on earth.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Because as landlord, you should be responsible for all the repairs. I'll make you out a list.
Zach, don't push your luck.
Must be your lucky day. She's agreed to see you.
I know it sounds a tough schedule, but I promise you a sense of achievement if you get through it. And I hope you have some fun along the way.
Thanks very much. I'm sure they know what they're letting themselves in for. There's a couple of health and safety forms for them to fill in.
Oh, right. There we go.
Bit of a macho man, your dad. Not the romantic type like you. Kirsty's been telling me all about you. No, in fact, I don't think she's talked about anything else since she got home.
Well, I'm glad she had a good time.
It's a bit more than that, Will. She's mad about you. You'll have to take her out again.
No way! Last time was a favour for you and Marlon.
Imagine how Kirsty'd feel if she found out he'd paid you.
Dean? I was surprised to see you amongst my volunteers.
Can't we just forget that business between me and your Emma?
Not too easy after how your father behaved.
Look, we both learnt a lesson, okay?
I hope that's true.
If it hadn't been for you, I'd have died on that school trip, so I owe you. You're not going to get any trouble off me this time.
I better not. This contract's important to me, and I'm not going to let you ruin it, okay?
Yeah.
Told you how it'd be if you told my parents. You wouldn't listen to me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I handled it badly, but they still needed to know.
I should think the whole village does by now. The sooner I get out of Emmerdale, the better.
So are you still determined to have the abortion then?
Easy to travel light.
It doesn't have to be like that.
I can't go home. I can't take any more lectures, any more guilt.
You don't have to. Look, I've been thinking this through too. I don't want to lose the baby, and I don't want to lose you.
My family are just a start. Everyone would be against us.
I don't care what people say. I can't let you go. You'll be safe and happy. I've got it all worked out.
What have you got in mind?
As between calls, I just thought I'd pop in, see how it went at the hospital yesterday.
Oh, lousy. Grandad's not coming back here when they let him out. They're finding him a place in a home. It's all my mum's fault. I wish you'd try and forgive him.
I think maybe you're being a bit hard on him. He can be pretty stubborn himself, you know.
I just wish there was somewhere we could get them to make it up.
Yeah, me too. Well, let me know if I can do anything. I'll let myself out.
I don't think anything would get them two together, except a pair of handcuffs, maybe. Well, we've done all we can. I was at Woodside this morning. Oh, you know, usual pep talk from Commander Cairns. Yeah, but did you see Will? Did he say anything about me? Yeah, a bit. Oh, I thought he might call today. I waited in all morning. Oh, well, I think his dad keeps him pretty busy. It's not because he doesn't like me. No, of course not. He said he was going to ask you out on another date. Oh, great. Where? When? Oh, I don't know, Kirsty. You just have to wait and see. Are you seeing Marlon tonight? Yeah, I suppose so. Take me with you, then I can bump into Will on his way to work. Well, if you try and rush things, you might just frighten him off. Don't worry, sis. I'll play it really cool.
I thought the party went really well. I just didn't realise you made that much profit.
Pretty average, really. I'm sure you'll do even better.
I don't want to let you down.
You won't. I've told you I've got an eye for talent. That's your stock there. Think there's enough?
Maybe too much. I can't afford to pay for all that.
No problem. It's sale or return. But I doubt you'll be bringing any back. This is the start of a whole new career for you, Mandy.
I hope so.
I need you to sign here and here. Oh, just a formality to keep my books straight. It says you'll pay me the usual commission.
All you have to do now is get out there and find some customers.
Thanks, Mrs. Taylor. My boyfriend will be here in a bit. He's going to give me a lift back. Better get outside and start loading up then.
I suppose Will's been out with lots of girls.
A few, but he hasn't been too lucky. Dad read in the riot act after what happened with Kelly. And then there was this girl called Fiona.
He'll be a lot better off with me.
Hi.
Hey. Hey, look who's come to see you, Delilah.
I've brought you an apple.
Yeah, she's settling in nicely.
Look, you should have told me you were bringing kids up to see Butch.
Is there a problem?
Yeah, there will be if anyone finds out.
No, we came away, we're in clear.
Yeah, except for Chris is around today, and he's quite capable of finding out what's going on, Butch.
Should we go?
No. Stay here as long as you like. You're safe as houses. Chris is locked up with Kelly and has been since he got back. He's not going to come down here, is he? Eh?
You can't leave Emmerdale. I won't let you.
You can't stop me. None of you can.
But what would you do?
Make a fresh start. Somewhere no one knows what mess I've made of my life.
You don't understand what this baby means to me. It's a chance that I'll probably never get again. I promise I'll look after you.
Till the baby's born, then I'm no more use to you.
Look, the baby will always need a mother. But don't worry, that won't take up all your time. I'll hire a nanny.
You're going to organise my whole life?
No. No, I just realised that you need time and space for yourself. And look, I think I've come up with the perfect solution. You'll be at home farm, but in your own flat. Private entrance, more independence than you've ever known. Seems perfect to me.
Almost too perfect. What's the catch?
There's no catch.
So how much rent do I have to pay for this place, then?
Not a penny. Of course, you'd still be on full salary when you have to take time off during your pregnancy. Naturally, I'll be taking care of medical bills, pay for more nursery furniture or baby clothes. But if you need more money, you only have to ask.
You must want this baby very badly.
More than anything in the world. That's why you can be sure I'll never let you down. I hope it's an offer that you can't refuse.
You've been good to me, but it's a big step. I'll need time to think.
Let me know when you've made up your mind.
You didn't come back for lunch?
Made do with one of Ned's sandwiches. You're busy, eh, Ned?
Thank you, say so.
I made a casserole.
Irritating when people don't turn up for meals, isn't it?
So that's the reason, is it? Well, now we're even, we can start again.
Depends what we're starting.
I'll get the rest of that feed up.
I'll come with you.
No, you won't. It's about time you two sorted yourselves out. You can't carry on like this.
Ned's right. There's no sense in scoring points off each other.
What are you suggesting? Make an effort to be polite?
It would be a start.
Well, it wouldn't make a marriage, would it? Still be a sham. I mean, you don't want me anywhere near you. You make up any excuse to avoid it. Kids, headache...
The fact that you had an affair?
The truth is, you can't forgive and you can't forget. That's an end of it.
You're not moving in with him.
It'd be crazy not to. How many kids my age have got a place of their own? No one to scream about keeping it tidy, making too much noise.
Chris will expect more for his money.
Well, all he wants is a baby. And as long as he thinks I'm having it, he can't do enough for me.
What do you mean, thinks?
Well, I'll have all the money I need and I can still have the abortion.
Well, if it means as much to him as you say it does, can you imagine what he'll do to you?
There's no reason why he should find out. I'll just move out when I'm ready. Start a new life somewhere. Difference is, this time I'll have money in my pocket.
You can't do this, Kelly, not even to Chris. It's too cruel.
It was never his baby in the first place. After what the doctors told him, he thinks it's a miracle.
Well, that just makes it worse.
I don't think so. He must have wasted a fortune at Harley Street, and they couldn't do anything. For a few months, I've made him feel like a man again.
And then you'll take it all away.
Well, like you told me, life can be tough sometimes. Thanks for putting me up. See you, Mandy.
Face it, Dad, she's not coming back.
She has to, love. This is her home.
Well, maybe somebody should remind her of that. And tell her a few home truths besides.
It's no good shouting at her, Viv. You should have learned that over Tom.
Well, obviously she didn't, or she wouldn't be in this mess now. Maybe I should handle it this time.
She's my daughter. I'm going after her.
I live here and I have a say in what happens.
Oh, so you're telling me you don't want her back?
Of course I do. But it's her last chance, Vic. I'm only going to help her through this if she sorts her life out.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
Leaving home farm and going back to school and getting some decent qualifications.
There's plenty of time to work all that out when she's back home.
Except she'll be wrapping you round her little finger within 2 minutes. If you really cared about her, you'd make her do what's right.
I'm going to see Mandy.
Oh, yeah. I'm ace at rollerblading, me. I could have been the world rollerblading champion of Robblesfield if I'd not decided to become a chef instead.
Yeah, you could have got a gold medal for lying. You'll have to teach me. I'm not very steady on my blades yet.
You'll learn. Dee, we're all going rollerblading next week. Do you fancy coming?
Oh, well, I've never been, but I'd love to try.
Well, now's your big chance, eh? You can bring Eric along if you like.
Oh, I don't think it's his idea of fun.
You'll have to persuade him then. Might make him feel young again.
And more important, we need a chauffeur. Yes.
That's the last of them. You get it inside, I'll go and talk to Vic.
Right.
I didn't realise you're getting that much ale.
I don't get too excited. This Mandy's stopped for a new business.
Yeah, but it's your turn to get beers in.
Yeah, they're in the car. Help yourself.
Okay.
Right.
I just can't believe she'd choose to go and live with that creep after what he's done.
Came as a bit of a shock to me as well.
You're her mate, Mandy. She talks to you. Surely you can persuade her she's making a mistake.
Oh, believe me, Vic, I've tried.
Viv says it's my fault, you know, the way Kelly's turned out. Is that what you think?
Oh, don't blame yourself. Like the saying goes, she's made a bed and now she's got to lie in it. And she certainly knows how to lie.
Ah, Kathy.
Oh, sorry, Zach. We're just closing.
Yeah, well, what I'm going to say won't take long. Stay away from my boy.
What?
Just stop filling his head with crazy ideas.
Zach, all I'm doing is teaching Sam to read. You can't object to that.
Yeah. You do-gooders are all the same. You never think things through.
What are you talking about?
Well, you've given him hope, you see. He's dreaming of things that he's going to do when he's learned.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah, but what happens when you get bored with playing Florence Nightingale? They're not going to make him chairman of ICI, are they? All that'll change is that he'll be able to read the bad news in papers same as we can.
You can't keep him a child forever.
I can look after him, same as I've always done. And I'll pick up the pieces when all them hopes go down the pan. So just do me a favour. Leave him alone. If there's any teaching to be done, I'll do it. OK.
You're just not being fair, Jack. I've really tried to make a go of it. It's not been easy for me.
Well, it's not been easy for either of us.
Yeah, the difference is you're the one that cheated on the marriage, not me.
You're never going to let me forget it either, are you?
You don't know how hurt I was.
Yes, I do. Because you never miss a chance of telling me. I mean, you're not trying to make a go of things. You're just going through the motions.
That's not true.
Yeah, well, you look after the house, you care for the kids, you cook. The one thing you won't let yourself be is a proper wife to me. You're always holding back.
I just need more time, Jack. I need to know that I can trust you again.
Yeah, well, what's the point? We both know you never will.
Well, if that's the way you feel, why don't you just go back to Rachel?
Yeah, well, that's just what I was thinking.
Jack?
Don't wait up.
I was starting to worry you weren't coming back. Thought your parents might have talked you out of it.
It's my choice, not theirs. They just have to learn to live with it.
You moving in then?
As long as you're going to look after me, like you promised.
Oh, I'll look after both of you. You and my... baby.
I think I'm going to be happy here. I'll need a few things. Telly, stereo.
Well, whatever you need, you send me the bill.
And you won't make a fuss if I have my friends over sometimes. I don't want to get lonely.
Well, I was hoping that we might spend quite a bit of time together.
I need to see people my own age, too.
OK. But promise me one thing. No more talk of abortion. You're here to have our baby. We're going to see it through.
I promise. We're going to get on just fine.
Hiya. I was looking for Jack.
He's out.
You've been crying.
I've made such a mess of everything.
What's happened?
Fill her up, Alan.
Certainly. Is Sarah coming in later?
Dunno. She never tells me what she's up to. Means I can play the same game.
Look, Jack, I hate to turn away custom, but I do like to think we're friends. Skip the drink. Just go home.
Home is where the heart is, Alan. Fill her up.
Stop me lessons. Kathy won't do that.
She's a busy woman. Taking up too much of her time.
Well, why didn't she say something to me?
I guess she didn't want to upset you. She asked me to break it to you gentle.
But I was doing so well. She was really pleased with me.
Why? Should never put your faith in a woman, Sam. They'll always let you down. You should have learnt that from your mother.
I thought Kathy was different.
Yeah, well, now you know better. Anyway, there's some good news, too. I'll be teaching you from now on.
I'm sure you'll be an asset. I'm determined to make it a success, if only to prove Chris Tate wrong.
And for the good of our mortgage.
Oh, yeah, that too. Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no thanks. Kathy's looking after Joseph, so I better get back.
OK.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
You won't be stupid enough to go back to Rachel.
Of course he would. It's all my fault. I've been driving him to it for weeks.
It just doesn't make any sense.
I never wanted it to be like this. I thought it would all go back to the way it was before, but I just can't get the pair of them out of my mind. I even dream about them. I keep thinking that it's her he wants, not me. And every time he goes to touch me, I just freeze. I can't let him near me, Ned.
Have you talked to him about this?
He thinks I hate him. It's just the opposite. I just can't bear the thought of him making love to me, though, and thinking of Rachel. Now I've driven him right back into her arms.